Most e-commerce brands are not failing because their products are bad. They're failing because they have no real plan. I know that sounds a bit mumbo jumbo, but they're jumping from campaign to campaign, reacting to sales dips and spending more time guessing than actually scaling. In this video, I'm going to show you how to build a 12-month marketing plan that gives you clarity, direction, and the structure you need to actually grow. So we're going to cover revenue forecasting, content planning, ad budgeting, and how to stay consistent even when you're busy. So this is the exact process we use across all of the brands inside the agency. So let's get into it. Start with the forecast. Let's say your goal is $1 million in revenue this year. That's about 83 grand a month. If your average order value was 50 quid, that's about 1,660 orders a month. So now ask, what's your CAC? How many new customers do you need? And what can you afford to spend? This is where MER and your CAC to LTV ratio come in. If your CAC is 30 and your LTV is 150, you have breathing room. But if you're spending 40 quid to make 45 back, things aren't going to last very long. So let's get that in place first. Let's understand what that looks like. Build a bird's eye view of the year. So zoom out, map your sales moments, right? Seasonality and launch windows. Ask yourself, when do we naturally sell? Like when are our good months? What are our biggest campaigns? What product launches are coming this year? And what do we push during slower months? So make sure you're plugging in your Q4, Black Friday, Christmas stuff, all of your summer launches, if that's a bit of you. And January, July are slower months. Let's focus on the retention side of things. What can you do on the email side to make sure that you don't lose out on revenue? So create a plan around that. Get those days sorted in the calendar so you know that they're there. So build a content engine, all right? So you don't need to post every day, but you do need a consistent content engine, right? So start with planning your foundation. So how many product shoots you doing this quarter? What's your UGC budget and your creator count this quarter? How many statics and carousels do you need this month or this week? And what internal content can your founder or your team create, right? So now I'm all for spontaneously creating content, and look, naturally we kind of know that usually works better when something's happening in the news or we react to certain things, but the truth is that's not always gonna be so available. You want to have a solid content foundation, content calendar, stuff that's scheduled weeks or months in advance, so you are not letting anything up for chance, and you're not going dark for a couple of days. You're not going dark for sometimes people are dark for over a week because they're busy or things come up and they don't get any content done. So let's get that planned like I'm doing now. I've recorded this today. Realistically, you're probably not going to see it for 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6 weeks. So yeah, let's get that foundation in place. Your content calendar is only half of the game, right? So you also need to map out your ad budget against your goals. Don't be doing this month on month. Start with your forecast, right? So if you want 100 grand in revenue next month and your MER target is 4x, so you can obviously spend 25 grand on media. Break that down by channel, 15k Meta, 7 Google, 3k TikTok, and spend heavier during peak moments and use slower months for creative testing, offer testing, or LTV plays. So marketing isn't about spending more, it's about spending smarter. Who wants to spend more and not get better results? Everybody wants to spend smarter, be profitable, and grow a strong business. It's not about just dumping a lot of money just to get eyeballs. Watch your competitors, right? So competitor research is key, but use it strategically. Every month spend an hour doing this, right? So look at their meta ad library, what's running and what's not. Analyze their email flows, make sure you're on their list, and what are they leading their customers to. Browse their product pages, how are they being positioned. Use AI to break down the reviews and customer objections, right? So from that you learn what hooks are resonating in your niche, what pain points customers care about, and where your competitors are weak and where you can win. So don't copy them, out position them. That's probably the best way to do that. Stay accountable. Even the best marketing plan is absolutely useless if you don't look at it again, right? So here's the rhythm we recommend. So weekly, check your MER, your CAC, spend pacing, and top creatives. Monthly, review your content, output, and channel performance. And quarterly, audit everything. What worked, what did we miss, and what's next. Build this into your team's routine, otherwise you'll end up just reacting, and that's when performance dips and panic starts, right? So this kind of planning, it doesn't just save you time, it protects your revenue and protects your business, right? So it gives your team clarity, gives your agency clarity, and it gives you confidence that you're building something sustainable. So if you want us to walk through the process that we use and build you a 12-month growth plan based on your CAC and your LTV and your actual numbers, book a call in with myself. We'll help you get off the monthly roller coaster and build a strategy that you can actually scale. And if this video helped, please do subscribe and drop a like button. And yeah, drop a comment comment if you have any questions or if you want any more information. My name is Leighton from Leading Social, and yeah, see you in the next one.